There are artists whose names become shorthand for an era, a mood, or a technical wonder. Marifil Nina Girado Enriquez, known simply and family to millions as Nina, is one such artist for Filipino popular music. Her voice has been called crystalline, the whistle register a trademark, and her 2005 live recording a cultural event that reshaped how Filipinos experienced covers and live performance on record. Her career arc, from a small-town child singing at family gatherings, to a young woman signing a major label contract, to the owner of one of the Philippines' most iconic albums, reads like a study in craft, courage, and adaptability. Marifil Nina Girado was born on November 1, 1980 in Pasay, Metro Manila, and was raised largely in Quezon City. She was the third child of Philbert Girado Sr., a businessman and a member of a choir, and Maria Dolet, née Barinos, a nurse with musical sensibilities who played piano in the home. Music arrived early in Nina's life not as a career plan but as a family language, radio tunes, church hymns, and the tacit apprenticeship of siblings and parents who loved song. From the age of 5 she was already singing along to recorded songs. By the mid-1980s she was winning local children's singing contests and appearing on regional variety programming. A vivid detail often recounted in profiles of Nina is the intensity of her early vocal training. Her father Philbert, recognizing the gift, brought her through rigorous routines to develop control and range. Those early exercises, vocalizes, repetition, and disciplined practice would later make the highest notes feel less like an accident than the consequence of daily work. The household was a small conservatory. Her siblings, too, would pursue musical paths, turning family talent into a web of artistic pursuits. Nina's family background combines working-class values and an unusually musical household. Her brother King Girado also entered show business as a singer, another sibling pursued music direction, and one sister joined a band. That familial network helped when, as a teenager and into her early 20s, Nina recorded home demos and performed modest gigs. The family's encouragement, practical, musical, and emotional, became the scaffolding behind her professional ambitions. Balancing early career momentum with formal study, Nina later completed an education in accounting at Miriam College, formerly Marinol College, proving a pragmatic streak that ran parallel to her artistic life. She continued to perform even while finishing coursework, a duality that shaped the early 2000s decade of her life, one foot in steady study, the other stepping toward music industry doors. This practical academic choice helped her navigate the business side of recording contracts and artist decisions later on. Nina's professional story begins with a small, decisive act, a home-recorded demo made with a simple guitar and voice. Her brother King helped circulate that demo to record executives. Ricky R. Ilicard, then the managing director of Warner Music Philippines, heard the recordings and promptly planned to sign her, remarkably, without requiring an in-person audition first. The context was a record industry open to distinctive voices but also wary of market risk. Nina's mixture of technical prowess and interpretive sensitivity made executives take notice. 2 months after a family tragedy, the death of her father, Nina signed her first recording contract with Warner Music Philippines. That mix of grief and professional breakthrough shaped the emotional texture of her early albums. Her debut album, Heaven, released August 20, 2002, presented an R&B-inflected pop sound crafted to showcase her tone and phrasing. Singles such as Jealous and other early radio hits positioned Nina as a fresh, technically adept pop R&B singer in the Filipino market. The first critical and commercial validations, radio play, awards for favorite new artist at local award shows, and strong initial sales set her on a steady climb. Nina's steady ascent took a seismic turn in 2005. On January 30, 2005 she recorded an intimate, one-night live session at PHI Resto and Bar in Metro Walk, Pasig. The recording was released as Nina Live. On February 23, 2005, was a daring project, a full live album of covers, capturing the raw immediacy of a small venue performance rather than producing gloss studio tracks. It was a gamble that paid off beyond expectation. Nina Live became a cultural phenomenon. Within weeks it hit gold and then platinum. In time it was certified diamond by the Philippine Association of the Record Industry, PARI, and remains one of the best-selling albums in OPM history, the highest-selling live album by a Filipino artist and the first diamond certification for a female OPM artist in recent decades. Singles such as A Love Moves in Mysterious Ways and her rendition of ballads like Through the Fire became national staples. The voice that could float into a whistle register now dominated airwaves, karaoke playlists, and party mixes across the archipelago. Industry commentators and later retrospectives credited the album with popularizing an acoustic mood in mainstream Filipino music and proving that interpretive performance could be as commercially viable as original songwriting. Nina's artistry, impeccable technique married to honest emotional delivery, made the album feel honest rather than merely reproducing foreign songs. The commercial success rewired expectations for what a live record could achieve in the 2000s music economy. 2002, a debut album Heaven, won a Music Philippines, early hits and industry notice. 2003, a second album Smile, released December 12, 2003, consolidation of her popper and B persona. February 23, 2005, release of Nina Live. Live album recorded January 30, 2005, the release triggered a wave of commercial and critical success. 2009 to 2010, Diamond certification confirmed for Nina Live, recognized as one of the Philippines' most successful albums and a defining work of the decade. Multiple awards, among them Awit Awards, Believe Awards, MYX Music Awards, and industry recognitions listing her as a best-selling female recording artist in certain years. Those achievements did more than build a resume, they changed Nina's relationship to public performance, recording strategy, and public expectations. She moved from being a promising newcomer to a standard-bearer for singers who sought to blend technical brilliance with accessible pop sensibilities. Nina's private life occasionally intersected with her public narrative. She has been open in interviews about how personal challenges, including the loss of her father early in her career and later the responsibilities of parenthood, shaped her priorities and choices. In the mid-2010s she took a period of reduced public visibility around pregnancy and motherhood, then staged a gradual return to performance schedules and touring. Her choices reflect the balancing act many artists face, sustaining a career while honoring family and personal renewal. No long career is without friction. Nina confronted industry challenges common to artists of her generation, shifting label relationships, market changes due to piracy and the transition from physical to digital formats, and public scrutiny of artistic choices. Specific controversies occasionally surfaced in tabloid coverage or in disputes reported by entertainment press, for example, contract or personnel disputes reported in 2011. None, however, altered the core public perception of her as a vocalist and performer. For many fans, controversies remained peripheral to the central story of her music and stagecraft. Alongside recording and performance, Nina engaged actively in philanthropic efforts and public causes. In late 2003, she joined high-profile collaborative recording projects such as Bayahiteyo to promote tourism and national pride, and she was later honored as a singing ambassador of goodwill by the Center for Pop Music Philippines for her fundraising concerts and performances supporting less fortunate institutions. She also participated in Earth Day events and other benefit concerts, using her platform both for fundraising and for raising awareness about social and cultural causes. Nina's awards tapestry includes multiple Awit Awards, Alive Awards, MYX Music Awards, and special acknowledgements such as the Wave 89.1 Urban Music Awards Special Achievement Recognition. More importantly than trophies, her diamond album status and consistent radio presence built an institutional legacy. Industry bodies and critics repeatedly cited her as one of the most commercially successful and influential female Filipino artists of her generation. After the height of Nina Live. As commercial success, Nina continued to record, tour, and reinvent. Albums such as Nina in 2006 and later projects showed a desire to balance original material with the interpretive work that had defined her breakout. She performed residencies, staged concert series, and adapted to new media formats, televised appearances, online concert streams during the 2020s, and collaborative projects. Nina's adaptability, especially her ability to thrive in both intimate live settings and large venues, kept her relevant as the Filipino music industry evolved. In recent years, she has continued to perform selectively, sometimes staging themed shows that revisit the repertoire that made her famous while also interweaving new work. Critics and younger singers often point to Nina's phrasing, tonal clarity, and the tasteful use of her upper register as instructive. For many vocalists, she functions as a model of technical control married to popular accessibility. Legacy is rarely a single moment, it is the accumulation of choices that shape how future generations hear an artist. Nina's legacy is threefold. 1. A vocal benchmark. Her whistle register, upper extension, and careful phrasing created a technical template many contemporaries and successors studied and emulated. Those who train in vocal technique still cite her performances as case studies in control and emotional delivery. 2. A commercial turning point. Nina Live reoriented what a live record could mean commercially in the Philippines. Its diamond status remains a milestone that industry historians identify when discussing the 2000s. The album's success demonstrated that authenticity and interpretive risk could translate into large sales in an era of market contraction. 3. A cultural touchstone. Beyond charts and certifications, Nina's songs, especially her enduring live renditions, became part of the nation's everyday soundtrack, radio, karaoke bars, private parties, and social media tributes. That ubiquity is the soft power of legacy, not just awards on a shelf, but songs people call up when they want a certain mood.